So Lula Biding here is 10 years old during the war. She was born 1935 and now she's 87 years old, and she can remember she was 10 years old during the war, and they don't live as far as 5 kilometers. It's double. 10 kilometers from here is where they originally lived with her parents, because that's where they can be safe from the Japanese. Like she said to me that they have a lookout on the family's village that look out and hides under the big basket called bukag, and goes under the tree and look out for Japanese, and then that's the one that makes the call out to them if there's Japanese soldiers being spotted, so they can hide on caves and wherever they can hide. They usually hide on those big basket themselves. Nya la, paggubat, wala mo na unsa dito sa imong pamilya?
Wala.
Ang unar mo. So,
ang kasunong gubat-gubat din hiwi na matyag sa mo.
ha?
Atong gubat-gubat sa gitawag nila. Tagtad sa
Tad-tad?
nakakong ana.
1970s.
Ana di masakit nang gibasudo. Anak na. Ay lang sa naggut-dagot. Na.
Oh. Pila di kabuk imong anak la? How many children? She got 7 children. And ang tanan wala na diri. So nobody lives around them out of the 7 children. Hindi okay ra ko anong mais ganahan. Paborito kay nanako. Mupalit ko kog mais tungod lang ana. So wadyo ko problema. Because we are now celebrating Lolo Gundino's birthday, 89th birthday. So Lula here, the children, our grandchildren are taking over the kitchen, so she will have a rest. She was saying to me that the war itself, she was not worried about it because they are organized within the family to the lookout for the Japanese. Is the 1970 that the gangs of the 1970s around like Tad-Tad. That's one of naigo namatay yung usa ka anak ni mo, ma'am. One of the children was shot by those gangs around here in this area as well, because they go up on the mountainside, those gangs, and she believes that they are more dangerous than the war, because during the war they hid themselves so well by living so far away in the mountains that they were sure that the Japanese will not go there. And also the organization within the family about always have a lookout, take turns on the lookout for any Japanese spotted around the area. Nyaron la
mo nang nawa kita na sa ma'am nang malhin nga to nga nang gitulan nilang Brazil.
So they moved. So they even move, house number 9 area, that's where they live first when they just running away from those Tad-Tad gangs in 1970s. And nabalik na lang sad mo diri la.
Dugay mo na balik.
So they live, dugay mo dito na puyo sa Takan, sa Takan. So they lived there in Takan for 6 years. Unya nabalik mo diri, dugay na mo diri.
Dugay na mga gawang
So they just lived there for 6 years in Takan because of those gangs, but then they come back from there and they live here since from the 70s. So that's the story of Lula Bidi. Unya, ang inyong mga pangita diri la nag-rely ra mo sa uma. Uma
mi taon mo.
Maura. So unya og so they said that that's what they ever since that like she's older, all she knows is that they already been farming since. Naka-eskwela ka la?
Naka-eskwela ka nang duplay.
Pero kabasa ka, so she's Pag,
Nang grade 3 lang.
she has been to school about grade 3, but she can read and she can write. Makasuwat sa kakala.
Oo.
Hinay lang.
Hinay yun lang eh.
So,
Half naman na.
pero ang importante makabasa ka la. Makabasa-basa ka la. So, so Lula can read because she's just reached grade 3 level on her youth before the war. So, may na lang si Lolo.
Masa, gamay yung rado. Grade 2.
So, Lolo is about the same grade 3. So, diin mo nagkita ni Lolo la. Where did you meet?
Kami dito misa ka na mag-udan, magbuyo. Siya, ka nang naibay, yung naguba siya na.
Sa ubos. So we just around this area that they meet, around this hills in Tap Tap. That's where they lived. And so even though what she described to me is that house from where she lived to Lolo is about 6-7 kilometers away from each other, they still were able to meet. So dugay na mo, pila edad ninyo na minyo mong Lolo na?
Nag-iuno ako.
So she's 21 years old, 24. Kuan man siya mo, 22, 21 ka plus 23 siya, 23. So 23 years old, and they've been together ever since. They are now 89 and 87. Well, may isa ka pa kay gipamati kaayo la no? So the only thing that she's moaning physically, she can still see me, she still can still hear me, is her knees of all the walking on the farm. Mora na mong reklamo ra. Anara imong mga tuhod sakit. So her knees really hurts she's walking so far now, so she don't go around much. She don't go so far around here in the mountain hills like she used to when she was younger. Pero bag-o ra na nimong gipamati na imong gikuan lang. Mao ba? Mga pila na katuig?
Mga duha na katuig.
Around 2 years she's been feeling the pain in her knees and her legs. So that's all that she's been feeling. But other than that, Lula at 87 years old feels so great. Because what I mean is, she still can see us so far away at this age. I know people who are younger than this. There's so many ailments. But Lula, mukaon kag wa kay diet nga o tanon ra gyud imo la kaon katanan. So she got very diet, but of course as farmers, they are mostly on vegetables. And sometimes they don't even have rice. Kung layo kay mong palitan nad bugas lan no?
Nga, kanang bihanang naitindahan nga, agad may ubos.
Nasa ubos. So there's, she said that there's a shop there, down there, about 10 kilometers down there. That's where they buy their rice. So most of the time, they won't buy the rice, so they eat kamote. Kamote, yung kung ano lang doon, mga root crops. Because they don't just buy the rice when they get down there, 10 kilometers down on that shop. That's when they can buy all at once and then go back. And that's why her diet is mostly what they have planted, what the neighbors planted. And so it's not mostly rice all the time. It's varied with their crops.